Hey guys, welcome to today's live. Glad you could join me. It's a very important message what I'm going to share with you today. I really do ask you please to stay tuned to the end because it's a very powerful message today. If your mindset is looking for a step-by-step strategy, if that's how you're thinking, if that's how you believe, like for example, do X and Y will happen, then tell me this. If that really works, why is everyone not a billionaire? Because that's not how it works. That's the lie we've been told over and over again. What you do in life carries a frequency, a vibrational energy. The law of manifesting is activated by the law of vibration and the law of inspired actions, which, as you know, I call mindset in action. The vibe or frequency you take action in is the vibe you're going to receive in. It makes little difference what you do, as doing varies between each individual. Does that make sense? So you can do the same as someone else, but get a very different outcome. Your frequency is dictated by what is true for you at that moment. So let me ask you a question. Do you give yourself permission to feel your feelings? Are you able to walk with disappointment and gratitude at the same time? That's emotional intelligence. Now, emotional intelligence for me is one, the ability to process emotions without getting attached, and two, the ability to discern and make decisions that are not emotionally charged, and three, communicate clearly, kindly, concisely, despite what emotional experience I'm having. Your ability to manage your emotions, which is energy in motion, will dictate your frequency, your energy. High emotions, low intelligence. Doing more doesn't equal more. It's not an accurate equation. It equals burnout, more stress, frustration, more responsibility, yes, but not more productivity. What is the aligned step to take? Alignment is congruence of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions. Being in a line with the result, attuned to the result, which means become aware of and be in harmony with, owning and deserving, emotionally, physically, and financially, abundance in all areas of life. Living a life of affluence and wealth. The inspired action you take in alignment to the outcome is the shift that calibrates you to the frequency of the outcome you desire. Now, this will vary depending on your goal. Your beliefs and your thoughts about them are what activate the possibility or lack of. When it doesn't come as anticipated, and ask yourself, now what? This implies I recognize the obstacle, but who am I willing to be to continue? We are always manifesting. There is no off switch. But is what we are manifesting the best for what we desire? Most often the answer is no. Then what do? We try harder. And we allow ourselves to doubt ourselves, fear that we're not good enough, or any other million different stories that we tell ourselves, instead of saying, okay, now what? The universe, God, nature, is omniscient and omnipresent. It knows everything and can see everything. We can only see with our blinkered eyes. And here's the thing. How filtered are those blinkers? If you understand there's no off switch, you'll understand that we're always manifesting. So when something happens that is not what you want, or don't get what it is that you want, there are two things to consider. One, your focus, is it on what you don't want? In which case the universe is letting you know and reminding you to switch your focus. Two, if your focus is on what you would love, are you the person to handle what it is you would love? If not, the universe will help you become that person. And in those times when you ask yourself, now what? I recognize this obstacle, but who am I willing to be to continue? Makes sense? Embodiment of who you are to the fullest expression and resilience Okay, embodiment of seeking the solutions that will drive you forward. If your beliefs feel limiting, they will limit you until you create a paradigm where they are not an obstacle. Money and worthiness have nothing to do with each other. We make them to do with each other, and therefore it becomes a problem, which lowers our self-worth. And in that, we impact our ability to be in abundance. Untangling our beliefs and understandings begins to separate the two concepts for us, to address them individually. Heal to heal and make money because you can. Happiness and money aren't connected unless you create that as a limiting belief. The actionable steps of success are attuning to what you truly desire, knowing the limiting beliefs that you have that are a stranglehold, and also knowing that there are beliefs that exist that will set you free, and the ability to walk in both but choose one. What puts those actionable steps in motion is integrating the teachings that I will share with you in Attune to Cash in a way that you embody that faith and trust the process. So let me ask you again. If your mindset is looking for a step-by-step strategy to do X and Y will happen, then tell me, why is it that everybody is not a billionaire? Our mind wants a map that's going to tell you exactly how to create. But the truth is that allowing the frequency of aligned action to compound, it will create itself. It will create your empire without force. The question is, how long can you be unwaveringly aligned to yourself and build a relationship with yourself to keep going in that direction of creating your legacy? That is often the work we avoid, but there's no way around it. When you would love more money, check in with your integrity with money. I check in with my vibration and trust myself. Am I actually lit up by what I'm selling, lit up by what I'm doing? When I show up to sell, am I performing or being authentic? It's time for an energetic revolution. The old ways don't work anymore. It's exhausting and it is aging. The world is shifting. There's a new way of being. How many times in life had you had to learn a lesson before you get it? Circumstances don't dictate your worth. Your personal power is your purpose, which is the gift, which is your gift and your passion, which is what lights you up so much that you have no other choice but to accept it and believe it. So if you're thinking you're not cut out for this, you're wrong. We all are. You just need to keep going and allow yourself to be supported along the way. It doesn't have to make sense. People thought the Wright brothers couldn't fly a plane. Look at the world now. At first people laugh, then they fight you, then they accept you, and then they try to pretend that it was their idea all along. It's time for a revolution, from struggle and strategy to harnessing the internal energy and power we innately have. Here's the thing. It's not new. This is not new. I'm not sharing anything new. This has been talked about in the ancient Red Sea Scrolls and in the ancient Mayan documents. It's simply been forgotten. That's why I say it's time for a revolution, a new way. There is so much I could say on this topic, and I will in time. But for now, I'm calling you to attune to a new reality. And that is what we will start to do in Attune to Cash, the Vortex. $10,000 in 10 days, which is the physical manifestation of your attuning to cash. Nothing to learn. I'm not going to be teaching you strategies. I'm not going to teach you about entrepreneurship. I'm not going to teach you about sales. Nothing like that. I'm going to facilitate revealing for you your personal power to create, to attune vibrationally to what you desire and manifest, using your internal power. No external strategy, but the power within. As you know, Attune to Cash, the Vortex, is currently at $177 and will be going up by $33 every day until we go live with this program on 7 September. I'm asking you to attune. Tune into your feelings about what you know about this program. And when I say $10,000 in 10 days, what comes up for you? What are the beliefs you hold about that? What are the possible beliefs you could hold instead? As we get closer to the start of the program, I will release more information, but each day that price goes up. I'm asking you to use the very investment in this program as part of the internal energetic shift that will allow you to calibrate to attuning to what it is you truly desire. By going internal and intentional, using your intuition, not requiring evidence, knowing that you deserve the best and you are a master creator. And that is what this program is going to reveal for you. Okay. You deserve the freedom that wealth brings. You deserve the freedom to have abundance in your life, to be prosperous in all areas of your life. We do not need external strategies. We do not need to know, do this, say this, be this, have this in order to feel that, and all that stuff. We don't need all that, because it all comes from within. When we start tuning into that inner power that is overflowing with pure potentiality, with limitless, infinite opportunities, that's where we start to stand out, be unique, and thrive. The moment we block that off and start looking externally for all of the answers and all of the strategies and all of the know-how, we're cutting off it's like cutting off our arteries. I've said it many times. Einstein said that compound interest was the 8th wonder of the world. And we've got used to quoting him as it comes to compound interest in money. Like, in trading, we talk about it all the time. As you know, I have a trading business as well. We talk about compounding our trading account, right? Yeah, it is. It's phenomenal. And when we talk about it in terms of finance, it's phenomenal. It's amazing. But equally, it is amazing, more amazing, when we talk about it in the context in which he meant it, and that is energy. When we are an energetic match for what it is that we would love, when we are vibrationally at that frequency, and we're creating more and more of what it is we love, we create compound interest. And we exponentially create to a point that we collapse time faster and greater than we could imagine with our current thinking. But what we can imagine, it's beyond what we can imagine. I look forward to you joining me and the other people who've have taken that jump, trusted themselves, trusted their intuition, trusted their inner guidance to investing in this program. Because the moment you're investing in this program, the journey starts. And I look forward to working with you in this program, on this journey as well. And each day I will be revealing a little bit more about the program and what it entails, but each day the price goes up. And tomorrow I want to share with you something quite interesting that I experienced recently that shifted me to a deeper level internally as well.